Hey everyone, welcome to Film Freaks.
A show for film fun and all things entertainment.
I'm Jesse Galan.
And I am Bobby Flores.
And today we're talking about Underworld.
Yes, werewolves and lichens and all that amazing stuff. Yes, werewolves and lichens and vampires.
Oh my.
And hybrids and other stuff and all that amazing goodness.
And occasional human.
So Underworld Blood Wars just came out. We went to go check it out. I'm a big fan of it. I mean, they're not amazing movies and none of that jazz, but I just love the whole vampire versus werewolves. I love werewolves. Like, I'm a big werewolf fan. So anything werewolf, I'm all about it. And I just really like this franchise. So, I mean, I was excited for this movie and ready to go watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the first film. The original Underworld cult classic, I think, is the best of the franchise.
For sure.
Every original movie would be. But this one was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Considering the prequel and then 3, which to be honest,
that one, Awakening, that one was rough. I kind of felt like they derailed a little bit there, and it wasn't as good. You know, the first one was really good. The second one kind of not so much, but this one really brought it back. So I'm happy about that.
They found their footing, and they kind of brought back some of the old elements from the original, and they kind of did their own thing and trying to find their footing, which they pretty much did.
Right.
And then we got an entertaining film. By no means.
Exactly.
Like Oscar worthy or anything, but it was entertaining.
Absolutely. Like they again dive into the whole vampire world where you get like this East clan that's all fancy and ritzy and all that, and then they show a little bit of this new other little site that they have up in the north in the mountains, like these hipster kind of hippie kind of vampires,
psychedelic,
more mystical, kind of cool looking. So that was cool. We've never seen that before, but I mean, the movie was pretty much a repeat of what we've already seen in this franchise. Like they get betrayed within the vampire, and within the vampires, and then there's a lichen bad guy. So nothing new, by no means. And then they also managed to step up Celine's badassness by another notch. So let's get into this. All right. So the story within itself, again, nothing new. A lot of repeat stuff. I enjoyed it. I mean, so it was okay, So I'm a little biased with it. I'm just gonna give it a 3 though, just because I mean it was nothing, nothing horrible, nothing new, nothing blah blah blah. But go ahead and take your 3.
All right. All right. So for me, like I said, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I only remember watching the first 15-20 minutes of the third. Movie, not the prequel, not the third movie in the franchise, but the third.
The prequel was Rise of the Lycans.
Right.
Yeah.
But the actual third installment
one is called
of
Awakening.
The story.
Yeah.
Right, Awakening. Right. Thanks. And so I kind of struggle. I remember they had a kid, or she had a kid, but that's all
weird.
That's all I remembered. So walking into this, and they kind of, which I'm very happy.
Yeah.
They gave us like a extreme condensed version of what everything took place in the series.
Yeah.
So they kind of brought me back into loop, and being the fact that it's been almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 2014 or 12 or something like that. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been close enough that it's I haven't watched the series. So they gave us that. I was entertained. There was a couple of moments where I did find a little boredom.
Yeah.
But I was entertained, and the scene, like, there's a couple of scenes, action sequences that I really loved.
Yeah.
And one final blow that I won't ruin it because I want you guys to check it out because it was such a great moment.
Yeah.
Happens, and I was like, yes! I think I was the only one in the theater that, like, got excited. Everybody was like, ooh! And I was like, yeah! So because of that, and because it actually kept me entertained, I'm going to give it a 3, too.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Like, nothing was horrible enough where I would give it a 2, and then I mean just the fact that they kind of brought the series back, back around and made it decent. I think you have your 3. So visuals are a little hit or miss with me because I love the vampire look, like the way that they I liked how they made the different look of the vampires from
the East Covenant and the Northern.
Yeah, I really liked that. But again, nothing special, nothing spectacular, and something about the vampire mouth of those female vampires. I don't know what it is, but they just look amazing.
They do.
And towards the end of the movie, CGI was getting better, but like in the first I'd say like 30, 40 minutes, CGI was a little rough with the Lycans. So I'm gonna give it a 2. I mean, I let them pass with the 3 on the story, so the visuals I'm gonna knock you down a little bit. It was good enough, but not enough for a 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 2.
I'm wondering if we're going to end up with the same score here. Same here. I did struggle with the beginning. The transformation of the Lycans at the start was kind of rough. Like,
it was.
It almost felt like it was stop animation for a moment. So, but then towards the end, it did get so much better.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't enough. Same things we've seen over and over.
Yeah.
Nothing over the top spectacular. So, one of the great things about the original Underworld was how they introduced some of the visual effects. And I remember watching the trailer where she throws herself from the bell tower, and then how she, like, you see her falling, and then how she lands. And it was like such an awesome moment because prior to that, you never really saw a continuous shot like that.
Yeah.
It was such an epic moment.
Yeah.
And that's what, and unfortunately with sequels, you tend to lose that, but there wasn't originality. There wasn't nothing that stuck out to me that said, wow, this sticks out compared to the rest.
Right.
So because of that, I give it a 2.
Absolutely. And last but not least, the performances, the acting. Kate Beckinsale, she did her thing. Normal Celine, what we're come to know and love of that Death Dealer.
Yeah.
She brought it. They stepped her up a little more in this game. Prior to what she had before. They have pretty much every film, it's like, how can we make her more and more of a threat? And they step her up again in this movie. So that was pretty cool, and the new abilities that she gains. And I like that they gave her closure with Michael, because I had been wondering like what happened to him, because he just disappeared in Awakening, and
he just didn't want to be a part of the series, and they had to write him off.
They never gave an explanation to that. You do get it in this one, and again, even though this is like spoilers, but I want you guys to go watch it. It already made its money back, so it's crazy that it was a lower budget film, and it already went like 20 million over that, and it's just the first weekend, so they'll keep bringing it in. But they brought that to us, and I was happy to find out what happened to Michael, and then again, like, just Celine being awesome. The the council of those vampires were funny because there's like 4 of them. But really, there was only, like, the main one was the only one that was talking. The other 2 were just, like, sitting there.
Right. It's because they didn't have name tags like he did.
I was cracking up about that. I'm like, okay, apparently they don't have nothing to say.
Which is going to that. So, like, there's the northern vampires come down, and they're, like, helping fight the Lycans at the end with the big, massive sequence that takes place, action sequence. And everybody except for the one vampire girl that I thought she was totally smoking hot, everybody else was wearing a mask. Had a old school night mask on to cover themselves, but she was the only one.
Right.
Because she was the only one in the.
Everybody else was extras.
Everybody else was extras, right? So that Austin Powers, that's always gonna stick to me.
Right.
Name tag.
So it was good. I mean, they did a decent job. Again, I don't think nobody was horrible, so I'll give you guys a 3 for just doing what you're supposed to do and delivering us a decent performance. So I'll give you guys a 3.
Yeah, so what he said. There's no point to reiterate.
Exactly. I mean, there's nothing special about the movie. Like I said, I love them. I love this Underworld franchise. And as you see at the end, they're going to continue it.
I got to ask, because I completely forgot. How the heck did she become a daywalker? I'm like, there was a sequence that she walks in sunlight. And I'm like, what the hell?
That comes from the Underworld Evolution, the second installment, when she sucks the blood of granddaddy, Mr. Corvinus or Corvinus or however you say his name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she goes all Blue Eyes White Dragon. On everybody and just goes ham. And again, like I said, they step her up again even more in this film. So it was fun to watch. I had a fun time with the film.
That's what I was wondering. I thought it was in the third film. Like
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck did I miss? I completely forgot about that scene at the end of Evolution.
So
all right,
yeah, so it was a fun film. Like I said, they're gonna keep going with it. I'm not gonna spoil that for you guys either. They definitely left it open for another one, and they already made their money back. So and the first weekend they'll probably give us another one in another year.
And Kate Beckinsale looks fantastic. She looks like she hasn't
aged a bit. She looks exactly the same. So we enjoyed the film. Go check it out.
All right, guys, thanks for watching our episode.
Yeah, if you liked our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
And if you didn't, you can double click on the thumbs down. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.
Right on. And check us out on our other social media outlets at Instagram and Twitter. And please tweet us at FF Media News.
Or you can engage with us through our email at ffmedianews@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.